this moment you're with me in Basin Street West in San Francisco, and guess who I'm going to bring into your homes? Walter Wanderley. Remember the summer samba? We love that one. Well,
nice tune.
Now, where did you pick up this tune? The summer samba, where did you get it from?
In Brazil, Rio de Janeiro.
And you heard it and decided you wanted to play it?
Yes, the composer is a very close friend of mine, and he gives me.
Well, you had a big success with this in Australia.
And I didn't know that.
I'm glad to be able to tell
It
you.
made me happy, very happy.
Now, I'd like you to meet Mrs. Wanderley. I didn't think I'd have the pleasure of meeting you, and she's very lovely. I wish you people could see her.
Oh, thank you.
And your name is?
Carmita.
That's a very pretty name. You and Walt live in Brazil.
No, we live here in America now.
Well, now, what happened with Walt? He was recording in New York?
Yes, before he got the first contract in New York, and we were still living in Brazil. Now we came to live in America.
So, have you become an American citizen?
Not citizen, but as resident, immigrant.
Mostly when you play, it's with a bossa nova beat, isn't it?
Yes.
You like it?
Yeah.
I do too. I think it's quite fascinating. And here at Basin Street West, everyone, you come in and you sit at tables in the slight gloom, and then you just listen to this completely dreamy music. It's lovely. There's a group. Who are the boys playing with you?
It's the John Marines on the bass, and we had now a new drummer, and it's John. What's his second name?
Thunder.
Is it difficult getting a group together? The right musicians?
Yes. Yes. It's difficult. We get together. We need to get together for a long time, and it's too hard to get it.
Where did you first start playing the organ?
8 years ago.
In
Brazil, in São Paulo.
And was this at a club?
Yes, it was in a nightclub, Michel nightclub.
Is there a lot of this music in Brazil?
You mean organist?
Yes.
Yes, not too much. Well, 5, 6 good organists in Brazil.
And what happened that you came across to New York and started recording? Who chose you? Who asked you to do it?
It was Creed Taylor, the MGM producer. He got me the contract for MGM Records.
And having a contract, you were allowed to have a visa to come over and work there for a little while.
Yes. And later I had to go to Brazil and come back here as resident.
Now, is this the first time that you've played in San Francisco?
Yes, first time.
Were you a little bit nervous last night?
Yes. always.
Every time you
Every
play.
time.
I sensed it, and I think sometimes that you get the loveliest music from the people who are just a bit nervous.
Yes.
But it's difficult getting just the sound you want in places, isn't it?
And sometimes it is. Sometimes.
Now, what about organs? Do you have your own? Do you travel with your own instrument?
No. Depends the place we are going. If it's too far, we have to rent organ.
Now, do you find this strange sometimes with a completely different instrument?
No, we get the same type, the same model organ.
I noticed you playing a little piano along with it last night too.
Yes.
Yeah? Do you play piano?
Before I play organ, I used to play piano.
I'd love to hear you playing solo piano sometime.
Thank you. I'd be very pleased.
Oh, beautiful. Now, Carmita, tell me about you. Do you travel around everywhere with Ross?
Yes.
What a comfort this must be for him. Because I think to have someone with you to share things with, you might have had a bad night, the audience may have been difficult, And if you have someone sympathetic to talk to,
Oh yes.
it helps.
Yeah. He's a little bit nervous sometimes.
I know. It was fascinating to me because you get used to seeing stars, you know, and you think, oh, how wonderful to be this person who can play so beautifully. And suddenly you realise they're a human being, and they get nervous,
Yeah.
and they wonder about people.
Yeah, it's like this.
Anyway, I think he had a good reception last night.
Yeah, because the first time we came in San Francisco and we thought, you see, he didn't know the people before, and we didn't know that they used to play his record here, and we thought how they can hear us and if they like or not. But it's not too much crowded, but anyway, it's a good audience.
I think the point is the word will go round that he's here, and the people who've loved his records will come. And I think this is what would happen in Australia if you would come over for a visit.
Yes, we hope so.
Australians love the bossa nova beat,
Yeah.
and they love this kind of music. And you know Lorindo Almeida,
Yes, I
yeah,
know him very
and
well.
he had very successful concerts there.
We must go there
I hope you can.
through the William Morris agency.
Oh yes, well it's a pretty big one. They should be able to fix things like this.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I think you have a nice manager.
Yes.
He's nice.
I think
Mr. Stewart over there. He's been so helpful to me because sometimes managers brush you off and they don't let you get the interview you want. But he was very helpful to me. And while I'm a stranger in a big city here, this is my second trip to San Francisco.
Yeah.
But it takes a while to get to know the ropes. Now that means getting to know people and how to go about things.
Yes, I understand.
Yes. What other language do you speak?
A little bit Spanish, because it's similar to Portuguese.
Yes.
You know.
So it's Spanish, Portuguese, and English.
Not yet.
Oh, very good. I wish I could speak Spanish or Portuguese as well. And would you probably bring your bass and drummer with you if you came across to Australia?
Yes, the trio.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps one flute player.
Gorgeous. Oh, that's a lovely sound.
Yeah.
Now, do you arrange all your music yourself?
Yes, myself.
So you can arrange for flute, or do you let the flautist fill in and get the sound?
Yes, fuller, different sound.
And you would work together and evolve the sound that you
Yes,
want?
yes.
Do you write any of your own music? You do?
Yes.
What about that one that had different tempos in it last night? I think it was about...
Oh, Jackie Ball.
Is that one of yours?
Yes, it's a new kind of samba.
Oh, is it ever? It's
Five
gorgeous.
tempo samba.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yes, I liked it too, very much. Well, what I know that it's an imposition to keep you when you're going to go back and rehearse and everything. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time now. But if you come to Australia, we'll meet again.
Yes.
Good.
Of course.
And we'll have a chat out there.
Of course.
And maybe I can have the pleasure of showing you and Carmita about a little bit.
It will be our pleasure.
Lovely. It's been beautiful meeting you. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you very much.
Carmita,
Thank you very much.
looking forward to your visit over to our country.
Oh, I hope so.
I think you'd enjoy it.
Okay.
You have just been meeting everyone, Mr. and Mrs. Walter Wanderley.